everybody. Welcome back to Versus Live. My name is Corey Ballmeister.
I'm Ross Merriam.
All right, and we got Rob in the booth. Say taco salad, Rob.
Taco salad, Rob.
All right, Rob will be taking all your comments, concerns, taco salad recipes, and burns in the chat. Make sure to take at Star City Games to get his favorite questions sent over to us, and we'll do our best to answer them. So we are heading to round number 2 here. You bested me with what I believe is going to be an insanely good deck with Civic
The deck could not disobey its master.
That's true. That's true. The Bolt U shirt really threw me off, but you also cannot beat the Master Yorion here.
Yeah, but I'm not playing Yorion. That's how it works.
Dang it, my shirt game was really off.
This is just diminishing returns. You're Yorion on Yorion.
Y'all think I just wear this in for work, but I wear it all the time. This is like
I'm pretty sure Corey requested like 7 of them, so he could just have one for each day of the week.
Exactly.
I've never seen Corey without one.
Thank you. All right, so for round 2, I'm going to be playing my Azorius Blink deck that I've just been loving playing. It has some glaring issues if you're looking to play it in a big tournament this weekend, which makes me a little wary about playing it in this SCG event this weekend. It's not a very good Team of Rec match because you can't put enough pressure on them. You have Teferis, Disputes, Dovin's Vetoes to try to interact, so it's not unwinnable, but you don't have the clock that you really need to beat Team of Rec.
How many Brazen Borrows you got?
4 of all of those cards. So I mean, it's not unlosable, or it's not unwinnable, but it's not great.
What else can we get to clock people?
Yeah.
There's no the card you need is like Blade Splicer.
Yeah,
that would be a card you
something
need.
to blink. Yeah, that's the problem is there's just, with what we want to be doing for the deck and all the come into play abilities, they're not exactly powerful creatures. They're mostly defensive creatures. So this deck beats a lot of the other decks, but Team of Reclamation and then the Bant Flash/Ramp deck, I think is quite a problem. Both of those matchups, and I expect both of those to be like top 1 through 4 decks. So it's a little scary to play this, but I still might.
Well, I am playing Bant Ramp.
Yeah.
This is a list that comes from Michael Bondu's Lamp-A-Lot on MTGO, top 4 of the weekend challenge. There were several lists in that top 8 of Bant, I think 3. I wanted to play this one because it features Joel Rail, which I've seen some Bant lists incorporate. Only 2 copies, but a really interesting card in a deck that's already playing Growth Spiral, playing Uro. It plays new Teferi. You got a lot of ways to keep generating beasts, and that does give this deck a way to generate pressure that it didn't before.
That's true.
You make 2 or 3 2/2s, suddenly your opponent is really far behind. Maybe they've got to fire off a Shatter the Sky and tap out, let you resolve something really nice and get ahead with a Nissa or something else. And so it's a card I like in small numbers here. We've got 1 Ugin at the top end, so a few new additions to this, but otherwise like the same good Bant cards that you've been seeing.
Yeah, it's going to still be a force to be reckoned with. If not the second most popular deck, I think it'll be the most popular deck. This
it really could rival Teamer. I think that this deck's getting a lot of press, a lot of hype, and for good reason. It's very powerful.
All right, well, we're going to be playing some grindy games, so let's get into it here. All right, I will go first since I got destroyed last round. And this is reasonable.
Okay, I know Uro was the best possible draw in game 1 last round, but
not,
this is excessive.
That's a little bit too much, yeah.
I guess I do have the card to go with it. The rest of my hand is 3 lands, Joel Rail. So maybe I just make a bunch of beasts.
Yeah.
That still does not seem great.
Doesn't seem ideal.
But I'm drawing a bunch of cards. No, I'm still going to mulligan this.
Yeah, that's fair.
I don't think you want hands that are just all in on Joel Rail. You want it as that, opening salvo that says, this is something you're going to have to deal with.
And mostly 3 Uros. I mean, that's not a very great thing to be doing, just casting the front side of it over and over. You want 1. You always just want 1 of that card.
That you do.
Question from the chat.
Let's hear it.
Yargs wants to know, do you think there's any particular way one could attack the Bant Ramp deck there's some axis that is particularly weak on?
I do think it's particularly weak to the Yorion Charming Prince interaction. So whether it be the Orzhov Doom Foretold deck or the Azorius Blink deck, I do think I have a good matchup here. But those are the ways that attack these Bant ramp decks the most, is those really hard to deal with loops that keep gaining value. So Charming Prince, Yorion, Elspeth Conquers Death, all of those mixed together just create so much value against this deck that I think that is the best way to attack these. Yep.
Okay. guess we will put a land to the bottom of this hand.
Okay, land to go.
Temple of Enlightenment.
Okay.
Oh, that one's not bad, actually.
We're going to make Kyle West proud here
one.
this next turn. All right, we're going to play a Fibblethip. And your go.
I drafted some cube the other night.
Yeah.
And I didn't even notice it when I had drafted, but I drafted a blink deck, actually. I had like Revel Arc and Yorion and Flicker Wisp and all these cool synergies. So I had Fibblethip in my deck, but I had also gotten the Crocus at one point. Azorius deck.
Yeah.
And I just, multiple games, I just went off with Fibblethip Crocus.
Yeah, I think I read that tweet of yours, and then Cedric Phillips just responds with stop.
He was not a fan.
Yeah.
But I drew like 6 extra cards.
Yeah.
I beat a deck that had Jace the Mind Sculptor in play for 3 turns and cast Ulamog.
Wow.
That's how large my resource advantage was.
Impressive.
Because I found Fibblethip.
I like it.
I'm going to go to 18 and play Jor-El.
All right.
You're up.
All right, big draw step here, of course. It's whenever you draw your second card, right?
Yes, of each turn. So if I manage to draw 2 cards in your turn, it will also trigger.
All right, well, we kept the 2-lander with Fibblethip and did not get there, so I passed to you. Yikes.
Okay, I will play a Teferi Time Raveler.
Yeah, let's dispute that.
Okay, I will attack for 1.
Okay, 19.
You're up.
It's a 1-2. Okay.
Yeah.
For some reason I thought it was a 2-2. Ooh, come on, man. That was the worst draw. All right, attack.
17.
Your go. Worst draw possible.
Yeah, I'll play another Teferi.
All right, counter that as well.
Jerk. Play this tap to get in for 1.
Okay.
18. You're
18.
up.
Nice. Okay. Here we go. Looks like I had to shuffle this better.
Attack for 1.
17.
I will cycle Shark Typhoon for 2.
Okay.
I will then make a cat token.
Oh yeah, hang on. Let me think about this.
Oh.
Yeah, actually, I'm gonna petty theft this in response to the cycle. Oops. Forgot about that.
Pass the turn.
Yeah, come on, one time. Ooh, come on. Lame. All right, your go. I'm dead.
Attack for 2.
Okay, 15.
Cycle for 2.
Okay.
I am also trying to hit a 5th land. Okay, there's a forest.
Okay.
You can go.
Right on time.
Yeah, perfect.
Right on time. Ugh. All right. At 15, so these sharks are going to start to become a bit of a problem.
Well, if you need a flyer, you can buy the Yorion.
Yeah, there we go. It only costs 3 to put into play, right? All right, here we go.
7 in hand?
7, yep. And they're not good. But I do have that.
Attack for 4.
Okay, 11.
You're up.
All right, draw. Right. Well, maybe we don't want to play that quite yet. Now I think we just got to go with Teferi.
Yep.
Stop some of the damage. Horrible draw again. And attack for 1.
15.
Here you go.
It's an interesting draw.
Okay.
I think I just want to get to this, so I'm going to play Elspeth Conquers Death.
Okay.
Let's exile the Teferi.
Okay.
And get in for 2.
Alrighty.
You go to 9.
9 to 15.
You're up.
All right. We have a chance if we get a good draw here. We have a chance. Oh, of course not. Oh, we're so dead. All right. Let's go with an elite guard mage.
Go to 12.
Yep. Oh, attack.
I'm at 14.
Here we go.
Let's get this.
Are we liking this?
Chapter 2.
Yeah, I mean, it's pretty great.
It's pretty standard, right?
I will play Jorel.
Okay.
You know, it's a pretty good poker hand, at least.
Yeah, no kidding.
I will play an Uro, go to 17.
Okay.
Put in a temple off the Uro and scry.
Okay.
Leave that on top.
Sure.
And I get a cat.
Okay.
Play forest, play ooze.
Okay.
And no reason to attack, so pass the turn.
Well, you already attacked, so.
Don't know why that's tapped.
All right.
Am I getting Shadow the Sky this turn?
Right on time. Well, I can't do that with the ECD
Okay.
tax.
Oh yeah, this is chapter 2.
I also don't play that in my deck, but.
Oh.
All right, attack.
People just have Shatter in like every white.
That's true. Guessing you're taking 2.
Yeah, I'll go to 15.
Okay. And I'll play Thassa, Deep Dwelling, blink this.
15 all.
15, draw, and then pass to you.
Okay, let's bring back this Nissa.
Makes sense.
And with an extra loyalty.
Okay.
That's how that works. You're at 15 right now.
15. Yeah, I think if I drew this planes the turn before, I think I actually still would have had a good chance to win the game. But drawing it this late is pretty rough. But we're not giving up quite yet.
Okay. So green, green, blue.
Okay.
So I'll float a green, and I'll play this arrow.
Okay.
So I will go to 18.
Yep.
Draw a card, make a cat.
Okay.
No land to put in.
That's not good.
So this is 2, 6, so that's 7 total now because I had 1 floating from the whatchamacallit.
Whatchamacallit, got it.
I will untap the forest.
Okay.
Make 2 more greens. So I'll float a green, play Ugin.
Okay.
I will +2 on the Elite Guard Mage.
Okay.
I will then use the green floating to exile it with the Scavenging Ooze.
Okay.
I gain a life. I go to 19.
Sure.
And then I will, one of these just entered, attack you for 8.
I'll take it. Down to 7.
Brings you to 7,
right, I'm
and
dead.
I will pass the turn. Was that good?
You think I needed that untap? When you played ECD, if I could just start an ECD train, I think I win. But yeah. Just a story of missing way too many land drops.
At this point, you're a little bit too far behind.
A little bit.
You need a planar cleansing.
I did, yeah.
And even that, I guess it's only going to be 4 cards in the graveyard for the Uro.
Yeah.
So I've just growth spiral into it.
That was a frustrating game.
Yeah, here I thought I was going to Crisis on that Nissa turn, but this seemed better.
Didn't need it.
Yeah, I had enough to Uro Ugin. I just wanted to break up your card draw engine with the guard mage.
Yeah, no, that's smart. Yeah, Thassa gets out of hand and really can claw you back into some games that seem unwinnable, but not when you miss your land drop. If I just hit my 3rd land drop, I think that game would have been easy because I just had to Teferi to bounce your 2-drop that you played.
Yeah.
And then I'd Fibble, and then I go into Thassa, start drawing cards every turn.
And you had all those ECDs.
And instead I drew an ECD every single turn. So we're going to take a short break, and we're going to be right back here with Sideboarding in round number 2 with Azorius Blink up against Bant Ramp. All right, everybody, welcome back to Sideboarding here on Versus Live. For me, I like taking out a lot of the expensive blue cards because I got to expect a lot of disputes. Elite Guard Mage is also a card that doesn't really line up very well with Nissa, so I don't want to tap out for it on turn 4 too often. Also gets disputed, and then I actually just keep my Gyrudas as my top drop because I think they're much better than Dream Trawler or Yorion. I kept in one Yorion as well, but just really expensive blue cards in this matchup tend to be a little rough with dispute. And then we took out one of the Barons because we can get into these kind of control matches, and it's not insane, but still a very good card. Bringing in disputes, vetoes, and the Gusts as points of interaction.
Okay, on my side, we've got some extra disputes here. We've got a Narset, which seems great in the matchup.
Narset's good.
Yeah, Scavenging Ooze seems like my worst card, and then I chose to trim one Typhoon just because you have a lot of easy ways to bounce the Shark token.
Yeah.
So not super valuable, not a card I want to flood on.
Yeah, definitely. I'm not afraid of Shark Typhoon with this deck.
No.
Normally not afraid of giant drops as well, like, Elspeth Conquers Death or Nissa, just because I am just the better ECD deck, just because I'm blinking it all the time, and things I'm returning, bring them back, or can blink them out and stuff, so that tends to be pretty good, but not if you don't draw lands.
Yeah, when you only have 4 lands, you are not the best ECD deck.
Definitely not, yeah. In fact, maybe the worst.
Yeah, 4 lands, 4
lands in your
ECDs.
decks,
That's the literal worst ECD deck possible.
Yeah, it really is. It really is. All right, so let's get into the second game. And hope to draw some lands. I almost like having Charming Prince on 2 instead of Fibblethip, just the scry to make sure you can smooth out your draws, and then just having that card in play becomes so powerful late game.
Surprised you don't have both. You're an 80 card deck. You have so much room.
I do play both.
Okay.
All right, so I will go first.
Maybe you should draw both.
Yeah, no kidding. All right, I was like 4 non-lands and then some lands at the end. Thank God.
Okay.
I'll try it.
I will keep mine.
Temple, Scry. I think we're a little early for this to matter, so I'm going to put that at the bottom.
Passage Ghoul.
Okay. I will just play a land and say go.
Okay, I've got a Plains.
Okay.
Land go, he says.
Land go.
Well.
Hoo-yah.
Forest Joriel.
Joriel. Okay.
You're up.
All right. This time I got the third land and the Teferi. Let's bounce that. Draw a card and pass to you.
I will play my own Teferi and plus it.
And plus.
Pass the turn.
All right.
This sets me up to have a Jolrael minus next turn anyway.
Tick up, and then I'll play one of my favorite cards in this deck, Solemn Simulacrum, get a Plains, and pass to you. God, I've just loved this card. I think this is the best Solemn card.
Best Solemn deck, you mean?
Or best Solemn deck, yeah. It just fastest Deep Dwelling with this, making 2 land drops every single turn. You just get out of hand so quickly.
Okay. It's a little awkward bouncing a card with an ETB ability, but you're going to draw a million cards this game anyway.
Yeah.
And I'd rather have the early tempo here. So let's bounce that, or play the Jolrael. Bounce the Solemn.
Yep.
Let's leave up Island.
Okay.
Maybe I'm supposed to scry first to try to get a dispute. Normally here with dispute doesn't matter. So let's just draw first then.
Okay. So you're getting a cat.
Yeah, I am getting a kitty cat, and then play our Temple and Scry.
Okay.
And is this card good? Actually, kind of is. Because it gives me a pretty good turn next turn.
Okay.
I guess not. It doesn't necessarily have to be that good. You're gonna have a lot of mana. You're probably double spelling.
Maybe.
This is tough. Really.
A close one, huh?
Yeah, I think I'm gonna keep that on top.
Okay. Well, little did you know, it's just not gonna matter what you keep on top. All right, I'm gonna sack this. Play Gyruda.
Okay, well. As it were, it would have been good to have.
Yeah.
Bounce a 6/6.
Okay. So we're both milling 4. No options from you. The Bant deck really does not ever give me any help, so
Yeah.
let's hope we don't miss. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Let's
Respin.
go again, yeah.
1, 2, 3, 4. I only got a Fibblethip. All right, Fibblethip, draw, take up to Fairy, and then pass to you. And that does fuel Uros a lot and ECDs, so that is the one negative aspect of Gyruda. And, you know, the payoff of Fibblethip may look like, it's not that great, but, you know, if we were to hit Thassa's Deep Dwelling, something like that, it'd be just excellent.
I will plus the Teferi.
Okay.
I will play an Uro.
Okay.
It's going to get me a Cat.
Okay.
I will gain 3 to 23.
Okay. What's the life total? 23 to, I'm just at 20, right?
Yeah, I'm going to go to 21 for
Okay.
Breeding Pool off the Uro, and then land for turn.
Okay.
And then I will play a Narset.
Narset. Okay.
Then I'll minus that. So we got
Okay.
21 to 20. I'll look at the top 4.
Sure.
I will take an uncastable Shadow of the Sky.
Okay.
And watch as I put 3 white lands on the bottom.
Okay. Love it. Love it.
And I will pass the turn.
All right.
We have officially gotten to the awkward stage of the game,
Yep.
where I have yet to draw another white mana.
Okay, so we can have quite a crazy turn here. A lot of good action to do. Start with this. 3, 1, 2. So we could pressure your planeswalkers if we think that is the best thing to do, but I'm not even convinced it really is.
How many cards you got over there?
6. Okay, let's... Yeah, I think I'm going to take this a little bit slower. I'm going to attack Teferi.
So the question for me is whether I would rather have a cat token or a random card, right? Because I'm unlikely to bounce anything. Kind of surprising that you would attack Teferi. Because Narset is so good against your deck.
Mm-hmm. That is true.
So I think I will protect it. This also stops you from having counterspells up for what I do on my next turn,
Okay.
which I like.
Okay. Now let's go with... let's tick up. I'm going to go with a Petty Theft on Teferi. Then let's go with Thassa Deep Dwelling. And blink this out. Trigger. 1, 2, 3, 4. You get anything over there?
Nope.
Dud on my end as well. And then I'll pass to you.
Oh, Jesus.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And Thassa is a creature as it stands. You got 4 ECDs over there and only 1 planes? Because that'd be sweet.
Okay, I will play Teferi.
I'll dispute it.
I will pay 3.
Okay.
I will bounce the Thassa.
Okay.
That will get me a Kid Cat.
Okay.
And then I will play Temple of Mystery.
Okay.
Or, no, let's minus the Narset. Yeah, that'll leave us with 7.
Okay.
So we got 2 options here. I think we'll just take another Teferi.
Okay. Checks out.
And then play Temple of Mystery.
Okay.
And I do not want that card, so that'll go to the bottom.
Alrighty. Done?
Actually, change my mind. I do want that card.
Alrighty.
You're up.
That's an interesting one. Let's go with... attack Narset. Okay. Now, decently scripted turn. We could like start bouncing with Teferi. It just doesn't matter that much right now. So I'm going to tick up with Teferi, play Thassa, and play a Brazen Borrower, and then end step blink this out.
3 lands and a Nissa.
Yeah, my hits have not been good, that's for sure. Now, do I want... It doesn't matter.
Yeah, literally won't do anything.
Okay, your go. But it is doing one very key thing that does come up in this matchup, and that's mill you out. That is one of the ways I've won, or probably the most common way that I win this matchup is just milling them out. We're play 80 cards, we both draw a ton, but Gyruda just definitely mills you out pretty quickly. Okay, Teferi up. Okay.
I'm not even sure if I have another planes. I didn't really check. There's none in the graveyard.
I think you play 2, I would imagine, but maybe not.
He's doing one.
Only 1 planes.
Nice, get wrecked.
So I have an island? So I don't see an island here.
2 and 1.
Okay. Well,
All right.
that sucks. I only play 1 planes.
Well, that sucks. Too funny.
Oh. At least it still lets me do something.
Yeah.
Because I have the Ugin.
Okay.
So let's Ugin -6.
All right, that's pretty good.
And exile everything.
Wow.
At least it found a land.
Yeah. All right, that's pretty strong.
Pass the turn.
All right. Well, yikes.
How many cards you got left? Those are exiled, by the way.
Oh, yep. I don't think I have anything to bring them back.
ECD, but
oh yeah. I have a feeling I'll be able to have other targets.
And Soul Guide Lantern.
Yeah. Let's see. Let's just go with Baron and Bounce and pass to you. Oops. Draw another ECD. yes, best possible. Not even mill any of your basics. That happens a decent amount, where you just get a free mill. But
yeah, I'll play a 6/6 Crisis and draw 3.
okay, that resolves.
I also gain 3, so I'm at 24.
Yep. 24.
Let's play a Temple of Enlightenment.
Okay.
That seems fine to leave on top.
Okay.
And now I have to discard 2 cards. One of them will be this Fabled Passage.
Good call.
And let's also discard this Shadow of the Sky.
Okay, I'm going to charge Blast Zone up.
Yep.
Alrighty. What can we all do now? Let's go with Teferi.
Yep.
I will bounce your Crisis. That was a pretty good draw. Play a land, attack for 2.
I will go to 22.
22. Then I will play Charming Prince. And I will just scry, but I'm going to sack this first.
Yep.
All right, scry 2. Don't want either of these lands, and then I'll pass to you.
I will play Teferi.
All right. Well, Dovin's veto that. No choice, really.
Okay. Play this tapped.
Okay.
Or no, sorry, untapped.
Okay.
19 or 20. I need the second white. That was
Yep.
that was the whole point. I will play an Elspeth Conquers Death.
Okay.
And which one do I want to hit? Baron or Teferi?
Yeah, pretty close.
They are close. You're getting to the point where you can Yorion, and which of them would you? I'd much rather you have Baron in play if you're going to Yorion. So I think that tells me to hit Teferi.
Okay.
Pass the turn.
All right. Chapter 1 for you here. Okay. Beat downs.
I'll go to 16.
And I'm gonna jam a Yorion.
Yep.
We'll blink out. If I blink this, I actually have to return my own thing. So that's not great. Yeah, that's not super good right now. So I'll just blink this, comes back, blink this out, and pass to you.
Okay, so draw. This goes the next chapter.
Mm-hmm.
Then I have 10 mana left. So you can't Dovin's Veto, and you can't dispute a non-blue card.
This is true.
So yeah, let's jam the Ugin.
Okay.
I'm going to plus on the Charming Prince.
Okay.
So this will keep it safe from the attack. And let's play this tapped.
Okay.
And pass the turn.
All right. End step, this comes back. Blink this out.
Yep.
All right, so that'll... And do I want to put a charge counter on Blast Zone? It does deal with Uro if I wanted. It's either Uro or Krasis. I know you have Krasis.
I do have this Uro here. I should probably remember that.
Yeah, probably, huh? I don't think I'll bring it back.
I've been doing other things, so
yeah.
there's never been a turn where I would have wanted to cast it.
That's fair.
3 in hand?
Yep.
These games are wild.
They are wild. All right, I'll attack you.
Yeah, I think we're on the bounce plan. I'll go to 12.
Yeah. Then I'll play for Solemn Simulacrum that I had so very long ago.
Yep.
Okay. Get a Plains, shuffle this. All right, and then end step, bring this back, bounce that, and your go.
Okay, now we're on our Nissa turn.
Yeah.
I guess I could also bring back Teferi and just protect whatever I'm playing this turn. That might also be a good plan.
Decent option.
Were I to do that, I would be able to deal with your entire battlefield. That actually seems really sweet. Okay. Yeah, let's just bring back Teferi. I don't need the extra mana.
Yep, Teferi's quite good.
So extra loyalty there.
Yep.
Oh no, I can't deal with everything, but that's fine. I can deal with almost everything. I don't have infinite mana.
Pretty close.
Yeah.
Pretty close.
So I am going to ECD the Yorion.
Okay.
Or maybe I leave you with the Yorion because then you have a hard time playing that one, but then you have more pressure on this.
Yeah, this game slipped away from me. Mostly I needed an ECD at like any point, and last game I got 4, and this game I get 0.
And then I'm going to ECD the Baron so that you can't bounce Teferi next turn.
Okay.
And then I'm going to plus this Teferi
Alrighty.
and pass the turn.
All right. I will put a counter on this.
Yep.
Well, I can try to deal with Teferi with Blast Zone and hope to get there with some other avenue. It's definitely not great. I'm in a rough spot, but I think that's the best option I got. So, yeah, we'll blow Blast Zone. Attack you for 2.
I'm a 10.
I'll play a land for the turn and pass to you.
So you can play Dovin's Veto.
Bang, bang. Yeah, everything costs 4 more.
Okay, I will play Joel Rail.
Sure.
Now this is going to be my Uro turn. Let's play Uro 3, 4, 5. Uro good?
Uro. I'm gonna gust that.
I will put that to the bottom.
Okay.
I will play an Uro.
Okay.
Brings me to 13.
Yep.
I'll draw and make a whatchamacallit.
Whatchamacallit. Yep.
Cat
You got a
token.
cat.
And then I will pass the turn.
All right. Draw. That's a heinous draw. Yeah, we're pretty dead here, but got one play. Play Uro.
Play Yorion, you mean?
Or play Yorion, yep.
Yep.
Okay, blink this out. I'll pass to you. Get a land, and then your go.
Okay. Draw 2 ECD triggers. First
Yep.
one will get back to Fairy.
Okay.
With an extra counter. Second one will get back Nissa.
Yep.
And so this is on 5. This is on 6. I just drew for turn, and now I can do anything I want to do.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
It's
Yeah, I'll scoop this one up so we can get a pity game in and see if I can do some cool things with this deck, because that was a beating.
yeah, I've got,
Yeah.
you know, I'm just going to draw a bunch of cards and then use the Joel Rail.
Yeah,
To, like,
it was really that
big.
Ugin turn when I actually had a board set up. It was
Yeah.
like that one of Ugin was so bad, and I just didn't have a Yorion to blink him out yet. And I couldn't dodge that effect. So.
You were set up and a head on board. You just need to untap a head, and the Ugin was like the one card that reset everything.
Yep.
Even like Shadow the Sky there, you'd have drawn a card. You still had the Thassa and a play and the Teferi, I think.
Yeah. Bless you. I'm gonna, on the play for our last game here, I'm going to take out some of the gusts. I couldn't remember if I was bringing in gusts or not in this match, and I don't think I really was. So I'm gonna take those out and put in a little bit more card draw for on the play. On the draw, I like to be a little bit more reactive.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Always a good thing to be doing.
True that. All right, Rob, you got a question for us at all?
Fortunately, not right now.
Oh, queue is empty. If you want some questions answered, feel free to slap them in there. All right, I'll just try to.
I wouldn't slap your computers though.
Yeah.
probably bad for
Probably not great.
I'm no computer scientist, but
I mean, how else are you going to get all the files out of there that are in there?
Yeah, exactly. The files are in the computer.
they must be jammed.
Yeah. Well, I guess I already have some hardware to give you. That's brutal. This was a domination by Ross Merriam.
Sometimes apparently Corey draws poorly. I never knew this.
Yeah. And sometimes you just play 2 Nissa's decks, and I'm just like, oh yeah, I forget. I can't make
The
that.
first deck didn't have Nissa.
Oh, you
just
didn't?
kept talking about how it
okay,
needed
that's
Nissa.
right. That's right. I thought you said you had a few, but yeah, never mind.
You brought the spirit of Nissa to the deck, and that's all I needed.
Yeah, exactly. And I had a little bit awkward hits with Gyruda, but it isn't a Gyruda deck where you are going to hit this Spark Double and combo off. It is just a value card. I think we hit a little below average, but that happens. You miss sometimes. And actually, the 2-drop was pretty good at stopping me from killing your planeswalkers. You know, like that's a card that I haven't really played against from the Bant ramp side, but it was actually pretty strong.
Yeah.
Like right when you played it on turn 2 and I had Teferi to bounce, I'm like, yeah, this is not going to be bad at all. But
No, it
And I
just
was not
generates a
able
little
to
bit of
pressure,
value.
yeah.
Is really annoying and is a very low investment card. You know, it's
Yep.
2 mana. If you deal with it, I'm not that worried about.
Yeah, no, it makes sense to me. All right, this hand is not excellent or anything, but good enough to keep.
My hand looks sweet.
All right, here you go.
I will start on a Temple of Plenty.
Okay.
And do I want another land with this hand? Actually, I think I do.
Okay. Always want more lands. All right, land go.
Okay, the bane of your existence, Joel Rail.
Yep.
That's the turn. Got the Teferi again.
No, but I got Teferi's Teferi on a stick. Bounce that. Pass to you.
Oh, let's play Temple of Enlightenment
Okay.
and keep that one and replay Joel Rail.
All right.
Pass the turn.
I'll attack.
I'm at 18.
Okay. All right, what do we want to play now? I think it's pretty close, but I think I want to lock down the land for sure. So we're going to Fabled Passage.
I was really hoping not to see Thassa there just to rebounce me.
Oh, yeah, Thassa is so good against aggressive decks with Baron. It's just unreal. So
Yeah.
I'm going to play the Solemn and pass to you.
Solomon still a good follow-up there.
Yeah, definitely.
Guess I should do a little ramping of my own.
Yeah, you are the ramp deck.
Let's play an Uro and get a cat.
You're the ramp cat deck.
So that's going to put me to 21.
Yep.
I am actually going to go to 17.
Okay.
And I guess just pass the turn.
Okay. Untap. What do we want to do here? I think I will start by attacking for 2.
Let's get the value out of the way. I think it's really important to just keep Corey's battlefield in check.
Yeah, no, that's definitely true.
And Solomon in particular is something that stays around even after Ugin.
Yeah, that's true. I'm going to take 2, but then if this resolves, I'm going to gain 3.
So you're going to be at 21?
Yep.
That will resolve.
Okay, draw a card and pass to you.
I will spiral on your insip.
Okay.
No land.
So all gas in the hand. All straight gassers.
Okay, well, there's a land, so we're good.
Okay. Decisions, huh?
Let's pop the passage.
Okay. Get your second planes.
So I have 2 blue, 2 green, and a million white mana. So I'm going to get another island.
Okay.
So I can effectively hold up counters better. Also got some double blues in the deck with Teferi and Narset.
Yep. Well, Teferi's not double blue, but I see what you're saying.
4 mana Teferi.
Oh, okay, that's right. Yep.
Yeah, sorry.
Yeah, we haven't seen that.
Yeah, I haven't drawn it yet. There's 3 copies. It's
yeah,
not
no
like...
kidding. I even milled over like half your deck, and I didn't even see it in the yard, I don't think.
I will start this turn with a Teferi.
Teferi Time Raveler, eh? Not in love with that one. So I think we'll give that one a Dovin's Veto.
Yeah, thought that might get a veto, which is why I made this line. Then we'll Uro, get another cat,
Okay.
go up to 20,
Okay.
draw, put a land into play,
Alrighty.
and pass the turn.
Okay. Untap. Not an ideal draw. Pretty scripted turn based on our hand here. I'm just going to Elite Guard Mage.
That resolves.
Draw. Then we're going to play a Fibblethip.
Yep.
Draw. Attack for 2.
I'm at 18.
And then play a Temple. I will scry. So I want this. Seems decent. I think I'm okay with this. All right, I'll pass to you. Hope you don't have that Ugin.
I think you're in good shape against an Ugin. I think there's an ECD sitting over there, and you're not super concerned about the cards that are on the battlefield.
Yeah, it would still destroy 4 of my permanents.
Yeah.
That'd be pretty good.
You're also set up for a Yorion next turn, I guess.
Yep, Snorian is a possibility next turn.
Be very good.
I want a heck of a Yorion turn, that's for sure.
It's actually one I can't really do a whole lot about.
That's good.
So I guess I will go for a 4/4 Crisis, so we
Okay.
stabilize the battlefield. This will also get me another cat token.
Okay.
Give me 2 more life, bring you back to 20.
Yep.
Draw 2 cards. And I will pass the turn. None of my attacks are good.
Yeah. Holding up the defense here a bit. I'll play a land. Our attacks are not good as well. Mystical Dispute is quite good against our plan right now, but I kind of think we just have to go for it. Yeah, I'll play it.
Okay, I drew the dispute.
Oh, come on. Come on. All right.
I think it was pretty clear that I didn't have one in the last couple turns.
Yeah, you go.
Found one just in time.
Just in time.
And now I have kind of an interesting potential attack to make because the Joel Rail makes all my creatures have base power and toughness equal to the number of cards in my hand. For 6 mana.
All
so
right.
they would all become 5/5s, and it's base power, so this would be a 9/9. So this is actually, it would be 9/9 flying trample.
I don't think so.
Yeah, it says base power and toughness, so it changes to 0.
Oh, but it has counters on
Yeah.
it. Yeah, okay, yeah, you're right.
So if I just send with everything, it's a lethal attack. So you have to make some blocks. You would definitely make blocks that force me to pump just to make sure I don't do anything. Am I okay with that? So the question is, what are the minimum blocks you would have to make? You are at 21, so you could literally just block like that and take this, and I either lose a cat, or I have to spend my entire turn just dealing with a guard mage.
Yeah.
So I would also at that point deal you 19 damage and put you to 2.
Reasonable.
Which is like, yeah, that's definitely a thing.
Strong.
What are my other options? I don't like. None of my plays in my hand are actually that good.
Have you checked your graveyard?
Yeah, I can arrow. I guess I could do arrow plus this, and that would be pretty cool.
Okay. Yeah, that extra ability on that 2-drop is insane.
Maybe that's just what I want to do to extend my battlefield. I kind of like this plan of just putting pressure on you.
Yeah, it's not bad.
You have 4 cards in hand?
4, yep.
It's definitely an interesting one. I guess you could also do something like triple block Joel Rail with these.
Pretty decent.
And then you would still go to 2, and I would, but the Joel Rail would be gone. But then you'd have 2 blockers, and I'd have 3 attackers. I know you don't have another Yorion in your hand. Thing is, you probably just have ECD. That's the thing I'm thinking. Like Corey, I think has ECD, maybe 2 in his hand, and so me just like playing big permanency, or even if they like draw a card like Uro, like they're just going to get ECD, and it's going to set you up to Yorion. So I think actually whittling down your board before you can do something like that makes a lot of sense.
Yeah,
I'm going to jam.
NBA jamming, huh? Okay. And they don't trample though, right?
No, this doesn't give them.
But that'll trample.
That tramples
course, yeah.
naturally, yeah.
Okay. Well, I think I want to soak up a decent amount of damage while trying to kill your 2-drop here. So I'm kind of thinking, like, what if I do this? This isn't bad. It soaks up a decent chunk of damage and would kill this, and I would be at least left with an elite guard mage. It's definitely not excellent or anything, but I don't go to 2. I don't want to go to 2. So yeah, all right, I'll block like that.
Yeah, I'll put the fill with it first. I'll activate. So yeah, you get left with 1 elite guard mage.
Yep. Okay.
And I lose this.
Okay.
And you take 14.
All right.
You go to 7.
I was at 21.
Yeah, 21 minus 14
Oh
is
yeah,
7.
yeah, 7. Mathematics.
Pass the turn.
Okay. All right. Horrible draw. All right. Let's start with the cycle.
Sure.
All right. Land go. Yeah, that was a pretty good play last turn. That put me in a rough spot.
Yep. I will play a Teferi Time Raveler.
In response, I will petty theft a cat.
Sure.
I will sack this. And play Brazen Bar.
Yep. That's pretty good.
And yeah, I guess that's pretty much all I can do. So, yep. All right.
Now I'm just a bit short. You have 9 mana, 3 in hand.
3, yep. Yeah, interesting what you want to hit here.
I'm going to bounce the Elite Guard Mage.
Okay.
Let's sack this in response to that. But
Okay. All right, now we got Uro as a possible option here. Definitely a strong option. Could Nissa as well. Nissa would be quite backbreaking.
yeah, Nissa would be awesome.
Well, I guess Nissa's just game, but...
Yes. I will attack you for 6.
Yep.
Put you to 1.
1.
Pass the turn.
Living life on the edge. No Uro. That's scary to me. Guessing I have a Shark Typhoon in my future, which I don't know if I can just beat that at all. All right, we're gonna start by playing Elite Guard Mage.
Resolves. You go to 4.
All right, that was a pretty interesting draw. Play a Blast Zone. And what's our best play here? Don't think I'm supposed to care about Teferi right now. Think I just have to play this and hope for the best. Thassa?
Yep.
I'm going to pass to end step.
I will cycle a Shark Typhoon for 4.
Okay.
So you called the Shark Typhoon.
Blink Elite Guard Mage, go to 7.
Yep. Let's see survive this.
Yep.
Attack.
All right.
That was a good draw.
Yeah, I have a feeling I'm dead.
Yeah, you are.
You got Nissa?
Yeah. I have Nissa and a Teferi to bounce one of your blockers.
That'll do. Yeah, I mean, we had Dispute, Brazen Bar. I drew all the interaction a turn late, but yeah. Just...
The key was me having the Dispute on that one turn.
Yeah. And I just kind of had to go for it. All I had was like ECD and Brazen Bar. And the fact that you just didn't play big permanents was insanely good against me, because ECD, that's what I tend to do is, exile some stuff, and then just the tax of... the extra 2 is insane, and then getting something huge back like Yorion is what we need to do. But just not playing that one turn where, if I not resolving Yorion was super bad, and if I just resolve that, you're probably...
Yeah, you're drawing 3 cards, gaining 6 life,
3 cards, 6 life, and bouncing something. But having that plus not playing into ECD and just attacking with that was just a smart move. So, yeah.
Joriel looked really good.
Joriel looked awesome.
It's so good that it's a... it's a cheap threat that generates some value that you don't care much about if they deal with it. But if they don't deal with it, it really can run away with the game.
It really can, yeah. For 2 mana, that is, just already a good stat. 1/2 is already decent. There's a decent amount of 1/1s, so it actually can block, block
against
a cat or whatever.
Red,
mono red. But then it just runs away. So I'm a big fan of that.
Yeah. That late game ability, we've talked a lot about how the standard environment is so powerful and the games can go long because there's so many cards that just keep the gas flowing.
Yeah.
So so your hand never empties. So normally you would think that's, if that's your late game mana sink, you're only going to have 2 cards in your hand.
Yeah.
Your things are 2/2s anyway. Instead, you have 4, 5, 6 cards in your hand. Suddenly that's looking really good. And then you saw the synergy of the Krasis. So I actually was able to, it generated 3, 6, 10, 15 extra damage on that turn.
Yeah, and game 1, it just had those key blockers too. Like it did a lot. And just with Uro, that card is just an excellent pair with Uro. Either turn 2 that into Uro, activate, or just whenever you have Uro in play, you don't have to commit anything to it. You're just drawing that extra card, getting a cat every single time. And most of the time, you don't need to really be in a race situation when you have Uro and attacking. You don't really have to worry about your life. But to be able to protect your planeswalkers, which that is a planeswalker deck, it seems super powerful. So yeah, I like that inclusion a lot.
Yeah. It looked really, really good there. I had seen a little bit of it over the last few days.
Yep.
And I saw it do some good stuff. Just let people get aggressive in spots when their opponent was stumbling.
Yep.
So that's always nice, because some of these decks are so built for the late game that when your opponent stumbles, sometimes you just can't even take advantage.
Yeah.
Even with the Simic deck that in match 1, presumably a tempo deck, you missed your second land drop, but still were able to get back into that game. Azorius is a card that can definitely just create this huge board and finish the game really quickly when you just follow it up with your Uros and Growth Spirals and Teferis.
And you ramp so much that ability, and you draw so many cards that card just seems perfect in that deck. So I'm a fan. That's pretty sweet. All right, so that's going to do it for round number 2. We got 1 round left here, and I'm going to be playing a new deck that popped up that I'm really interested in playing. One of our own, Autumn Burchett, played it a decent amount, and they said that they just went like 8-0 on stream when they raided me this last weekend, and just said the deck was insane. So I'm excited to try that. What are you going to be playing up against me?
I'm going to be playing a really sweet deck as well. This is one I saw Bloody tweet about, of notable streamer, and it's a mono colorless deck that it's like kind of aggro, but also has 4 Ugin the Spirit Dragon in it and 4 Ugin the Ineffable in it.
Wow.
So it's kind of Ugin-y, but also there's aggressive elements and there's ramp elements, so it does a lot of stuff, and it has a million different cool lands because it's an all colorless deck.
Okay.
So it does play specifically islands and plains for cyber cards.
Okay.
So I'm...
Islands and swamps.
Swamps? That was plains.
Huh.
Oh, no, that was the list I played against last night when I was on Arena.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
Okay, there we go. I confused myself.
There you go.
So there's some, some colored cards on the sideboard, but it's like this cool colorless, like kind of aggro, kind of mid-range, kind of control. It does a lot of powerful things, and the claim that she made was that it's actually pretty good against Bant. And if it's good against Bant, it might be like a cool meta call for this weekend.
Yeah, interesting. I'm excited to see this because I have no idea what this deck is with that description. So stay tuned. We'll be right back with round number 3 here on Versus Live.